Previously in the series, I got the keys to my unit, but unfortunately I came down with a stinker of a cold. But nevertheless, I still got cracking on with the painting, but I was really struggling with my health. But the show must go on, and because I've made such a mess, I thought it would be a good opportunity to spend a little more time doing some cleaning. And I had to start with the cupboards under the sink, which was pleasant. God, this is so grim. I'll tell you what though, it's still cleaner than a Travelodge cupboard, that's for sure. I've seen worse things in there. I'm no animal expert, but that looks like rat poo. For goodness sake. There better not be any dead rats in here. That's definitely rat poo. I'm not going to stick my sandwiches down there. Next up, it was time to sweep up the rest of the dust using the world's smallest broom. Oh, come on. I'm going to have to give Ant and Dad a call. Tell them I've ruined their broom. Look at that, the dust. Oh my word. One of my Kirkland microfibers, look at that. This is the area I'm not looking forward to. This is the last bit of the stapling that I need to remove. Yeah, there's probably like 100 there at least that I'm going to have to pull off. That's going to be a right faff. Next job on the list will be to paint using this grey. I want to cover the whole room here in the lighter grey, so it's going to be different to out there because that's quite dark. But I think it's just going to break it up quite nicely, and then we can start planning where all my audio pads are going to go, the foaming pads, because they're going to absorb a lot of the sound. This has got to be my voiceover room, so it's got to be perfect. I've got to go to bed. I need to go to bed. I can't believe it. Day number 6. It was last Sunday. I just felt like rubbish. And I'm still rotten to the core now.
After a good night's sleep, I was ready to get productive.
This is where we're up to. So we've got to do a bit more painting today. I'm going to be taking care of that black wall, and we're going to do the grey wall, and we're going to do the ceiling. The ceiling has to get done today. After that, I'm going to use some masonry paint. We're going to paint along the brick, along the bottom there, black, and we're going to do black along the bottom there as well. After that, I'm determined today to get these walls painted.
So out came the rollers and the white paint, and I got cracking on with the job at hand. But then 5 minutes later, I did something stupid.
I've got paint in my eye. Oh, jeez. Oh my God. I'm no good at this decorate. Well, mind you, I'll tell you what, on the plus side, my eyes were looking quite yellow anyway. So that's probably made me look better looking. I'm no good at this decorating malarkey. I'm cut out for hard work, but this is just time consuming. I am making progress. I'm just having a moan about the paint in my eye. I'll get over it. I'm not crying.
Shortly after, Holly came to help with the bits that I kept messing up, so I got on with painting the bricks near the floor.
I'm basically just slapping this on and hoping for the best here.
Once that task was completed, I got out the other black paint just to finish off the higher sections.
Oh, look at that, beautiful. My cat is there. Leo, what are you doing, boy? There's paint everywhere. Wherever there's wet paint, there's my cats. This is the joys of working and living in the same place.
Later that evening, I attempted the second coat of white paint, and since I was making a royal cock-up of painting, I then moved on to plastering.
I tried to paint.
The next day, I was feeling amazingly better because I woke up to the sound of a lorry delivering something very important.
Holy crap! I thought it'd be just like a couple of little pads. Oh my word!
So in episode 1, it didn't take me long to realise that there were a couple of issues with this unit. Number 1, it's visually disgusting, but number 2, we had a major problem being the echo. And let's not forget that audio makes up 50% of every single video. So it's one thing having decent footage, but if you don't have the perfect audio to go with it, people just aren't going to stick around. So I got in touch with the experts at ClearSound Acoustics, who gave me all the answers that I was looking for.
ClearSound Acoustics are an online retailer of acoustic and soundproofing solutions. Whether you need to improve the acoustics in your workspace or even your home studio, they have an endless catalogue full of everything you could ever need. Their team of experts offer free advice over the phone, and what I love about the website is the amount of contemporary designs available, which can transform your room in more ways than one.
So the aim of the game is pretty simple here. I'm going to be scattering these out throughout the studio just so we can reduce some of that echoing. So for example, I'm in my little office now, but if I had these scattered around, I think it would look pretty good as well. And they are stylish. You can get custom printed logos as well on them. So do go check out their website, it's clearsoundacoustics.co.uk.
The following day I was feeling rough again, so I jumped back into my charity shop clothes and I worked outside in the fresh air. And the grounds were looking quite messy and there was lots of leaves everywhere. But thankfully my son let me use his gardening tools. I still couldn't shift this cold. I was feeling very weak again, but I just couldn't sleep knowing the outside was still looking a mess. So my wife came to the rescue and we soon got the job sorted. But I couldn't resist getting the paint out one more time just to tidy up a few more bits.
By the way, I'm chuffed about this. It's starting to look really nice now. I'm not going to be doing any more on it. I know it's 80% perfect to the ceiling. There's still a few little patches. But I think I'm going to leave it at that because I simply cannot wait any longer. I need to get cracking. We need to get this flooring down ASAP, and I need to be moving on to other things. I think the last thing on my mind right now is painting the ceiling. I've done 3 coats. It doesn't actually look that bad, and I think I'm going to be quite happy with it as it is. I'm almost there now. All we've got to do is give this another coat. We've got to paint the door black, finish off the painting here in the bog, and oh God, look at this, see? I'm not very good. I'm just not a fan of masking tape. My wife's like, you've got to put masking tape everywhere. Look, she's even made the effort. She has put some tape on, but I just can't be arsed. I just like to get stuck in. If I see a wall, I slap paint on it. And here's another thing I've done. So as I was coming to the end, I just thought, well, I know, I'm just going to start painting whatever's in front of me. I ended up painting the bloody floor. I don't know what I'm playing at. This is all getting covered up anyway, but do you know what I mean? I didn't want to waste a perfectly good tin of paint, so I had about that much left. And I thought I'd just chuck loads of paint everywhere. Oh, jeez, look at it.
I just want to take this moment to celebrate the life of somebody who I came to meet last year. Amaro Edwards ran MV Wraps, and he was a proper petrol head who was very passionate about wrapping cars. And he did some fantastic work, and I'm sure if any of you have been to any car show in the UK, you probably would have spotted him around in his fluorescent yellow Audi. Sadly, Amaro is no longer with us, and my thoughts and prayers go out to his family and close friends at this difficult time. And I would like to take this opportunity just to ask if any of you have any loose change to please help go support his memorial service. And I have put a link to a GoFundMe page in the description below where you can go donate to his family and show your support. Thank you. Still to come on the channel. In the next episode, I get in a serious fight with a tape measure as I try to install the soundproofing on the walls, and we also get a very special delivery.